Hello, everybody, and we are back with another episode of the Paragon campaign. Oh, good to be back. Just before we get into it, a quick announcement from me. There was no Auroran Expounded this in the last few days because I have been working on a script for a new project, and I hope to have at least a trailer out within the next month or so. It's a uh pretty intensive project. So temporarily Auroran Expounded, if I do have the time to be able to set aside to record and edit it, definitely I'll get it out there, but it might be taking a back burner to this other bigger project that I'm working on. But that's all I have. Andrew, do you have anything?
Just another shameless plug of our merch store. Check out D-Fourtress.com. You can get some merch with Erica's artwork on it. I'm happy that it didn't fall into the void this time with my oh nope, there it goes. There it starts.
I love
But
it.
anyways. But yeah, so there's just some fun artwork. There's some cute little chibi style stuff. There's some official artwork like you see in the corner.
She
Just a lot of
updated
different
the
things.
Vivi face. It's more fox-like now.
Yeah, which we haven't added that to the store
Amazing.
quite yet, but we will be. Yeah,
Okay.
because that one.
Once
absolutely
I
love
update
that
all
one.
of them.
Yeah,
We'll
all-
be doing it all together.
Yeah, we'll be changing the whole slideshow together with everybody's updated character models.
Yes.
But yeah.
And
Anyways, that's all I got for announcements.
and also right before we get into it, I just saw that thank you so much for subscribing for your third month, Vampy Unicorn. Absolutely appreciate the support. Love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Vampy!
All right. So,
Woo.
without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the intro. So, last we left off, the Paragon had finished up their errands within Ashwindell to set out on the road, deciding to take the scenic route along the western side of the country up north, making stops along the way, stops at Driftin, Thurnwald, possibly Spinewatch, where they first met, and finally making their way up to the cave that Wayne calls home, just so he can visit and check on them, all the while looking for any sort of jobs or adventures that they can find along the way. During this trek, to fulfill a contract that they had made earlier, they were going to grab a vial of acid, which has been increased to 2 vials of acid due to the delay, from a geyser field. And during their travels, they ran into some giant dragonflies and some strange elemental snail beings that could reflect magic. Upon defeating them, harvesting their shells, they continued on their path. Vivi seeming to be a little entranced by Ardavan, something about the way he carries himself, or as Vivi put it, his music has changed slightly. And Ardavan
smell the music just wafting right off of him.
and
He needs a shower, but keep the music.
Ardavan discovering that the certain spells that he used
never happen.
specifically as tools of vengeance and targeting are no longer functioning, but his basics are still there and solid. But on the trip, they finally arrived to the acid fields. And within the acid geysers, they walked their way through, leaving their cart and their Axbeak Butte the Brute stationed outside of the geyser pits, as it's not good enough terrain for a cart. And upon making their way through, they found the remains of a foundation of a hut next to the melted and dissected flesh of dead wyverns that call the Black Brim Mountain their home. Upon further investigation, they rounded the corner and found the corpse of a wizard with his spellbook on him, as well as his notes on the experiments that he was doing with the acid and the dragon flesh. Until they finally made it to the center of the geyser fields, to where the acid is condensed and less volatile, to where it would be collected. And then suddenly, coming into view were these two half-giant, half-dragon abominations that were asleep, with the giant dragonflies that had been pestering them still lurking around, until a lot of them started flapping their wings and taking off, releasing this loud, deep hum and buzz that reverberates through each of your bones. And with the noise, the dragon abomination giants awoke. And as well, bursting from the nearest acid pool, a dragon flesh abomination, bursting out from beneath the surface, wings unfurling, its kind of tubby, pudgy, overweight body just dripping with the bright green, steaming acid as it releases this. So, let's go to the battle map, and I'm going to have everybody roll initiative. So let me go.
I'm not stressed.
What is with the light show?
We're having a light show. What are you talking about?
It is a manifestation of my panic.
Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Is it that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah!
Alright, initiative.
2.
Normal. Dang it. Alright, at least I'm above Ardavan.
I got 20.
Glad I could make you feel better.
You remind me
Thanks.
where my initiative button is
If you go to the
On the
combat
right in the
tracker.
combat encounters.
Right.
Ah, shoot.
The two swords.
Yeah.
Up.
Roll initiative. Got
A
it.
dragonfly did better than me, dagnabbit.
You did really good though, Cosmo.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. Looks like I did get everybody. Top
Ew,
of
I
the
don't-
round.
I don't like what those are called. Dragon flesh grafter. I don't like that. The implications aren't okay.
So
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about the creator anymore. I'm pretty sure we found him.
So for top of the round, this dragonfly is going to fly up
The game is
about
paused for me.
15 feet.
Oh yeah, do you want to unpause the game?
Yes. and is going to fly over to this perch right up here. And then I also just got to calculate this before I forget. This is 10 feet up.
Big old rocks. Oh, there's the giant. He kind of blends into the rocks.
Yeah,
a little
he
bit.
does a little
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a couple of them.
Oh, there's a couple. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
All right.
They put
And
dragon
you see,
arms
while-
on
while
their
most of the-
shoulders.
While most of the dragonflies, have gone off and scattered, there are some that seem to be perched and waiting in anticipation, just to see what happens, possibly to scavenge a little bit from the aftermath. After that dragonfly, Cosmo, it is your turn.
Okay. Just so I don't die, I'm gonna bonus action rage.
And
Good idea.
then jump in the acid. Don't do that.
Yeah, do it. That sounds so fun.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me as well.
Wisdom saving throw. Oh no. I don't like that. No thank you.
Oh yeah, that's your negative modifier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, that was
Okay,
almost a
that's
20.
Not too bad. That's not too bad, though. for
Unfortunately,
me.
you are still blank raging.
Oh. Well, I would have assumed so, but I guess there's a whole new factor to. Okay, D8. That's D10. Okay. Roll. There we go. That is an 8 on the 8. Okay.
You rolled 3d8.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Whoopsie. Okay, I'll
For a
redo
total of
that
8.
then.
There it goes.
Okay, 3. Oh, hey! It's the it's the intangible spirit. I'll make it look like
flump.
a flump. Yep. Appears within 5 feet of one creature that you can see within 30 feet. At the end of current turn, the spirit explodes. And each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Okay, so I'm gonna put it like... How can I point?
Just hold down click and that, like, pings.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Alright, dexterity
On the
saving
other
throw.
side of that. Mm-hmm. That's on the end of my turn, though.
Dude, this thing is
It's
so
right as you
gross.
Yeah,
rage,
it's-
actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's as soon as you activate it. So that is a 10.
Okay, yeah, it fails. So
All right.
1d6. 6!
Ooh.
Nice.
Is that force
Yay!
damage?
Yeah. 1d6 force damage. Okay,
Nice.
and then since I have my javelin, I'm going to target him real quick. Since I have it equipped, I'm going to use my javelin and hit this big guy right there. Biggest dude.
Hey,
Alrighty.
I have a question. If you're standing right here, can you still, since it's like half and half, could you still be standing on the edge and hit him?
You would be liable to fall into it.
So it's like, be careful if you do.
I would
Yeah.
be having you making checks.
Fair enough.
Ooh. Alrighty. Ooh. 17.
17 does hit.
Yay! Alright. 11 damage.
Ooh.
Yay! And that is
Dang.
all I have 2. I keep forgetting I have 2 attacks. This is amazing. Levels, baby!
So as you throw the first javelin, it sinks right into where the bicep would be on a person, and then vanishes, reappears back into your hand. Go ahead and make another attack roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
16.
16 also hits.
Yay! 8 damage.
Nice.
It does way less damage than my axe, but hey, I can throw it and it'll come back.
Yep.
Perfect ranged weapon.
Yep. All right, you still have all your movement if you want to take it.
I think I'm good where I am. I will end my turn here.
Alrighty. Okay. After that, it is Vivi.
Yeah. All right. I have a conundrum because I just tested my distance. I can move 30 feet over towards this dragonfly, but I can't cast at it what I want to cast until it moves. So, Vivi's going to move out to here. 30 feet. Now it's another 35 to actually land a hit with 30-foot spell.
But it's also 10 feet up.
35 plus 10. It's 10 feet up on a perch.
So it's 45 feet.
So it's still 40 feet from me.
45 feet.
45.
All right, that's fine. For my bonus action, no, I'm gonna hold on to my bardic inspiration. I can use that for cutting words. I'm gonna start a performance and then hold action. My intent is to get the attention of this dragonfly. I want to lure it to me. Can I please start an alluring performance towards this dragonfly?
Yeah, I would say go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Animal handling?
Yeah. And with this performance, you're preparing a spell?
Correct. Animal friendship.
Okay.
Ooh.
Aha.
Haha.
Right, that is a 10. And once it gets its turn, you will find out the results of that.
Right. And that's my turn then.
Okay. Amelia, it is your turn.
All right. First things first. I'm much too close, so we're going to
My thoughts
Come.
exactly.
back away over to this corner. Hopefully, that thing will be distracted by Cosmos smacking it. But I will attempt to cast a mind sliver on it.
Alrighty.
I don't know if I was selecting it when I did that.
Make sure you have yourself highlighted and then do target your creature.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know
let me
if
try that one more time.
Yeah, I don't know if I have an animation for it.
That's okay.
Yeah, it looks like I don't have an animation for Mind Sliver yet.
Oh.
That is a 15.
I think that just
I think the save
saves.
is
It does.
15. Yeah.
All right.
Ooh. All right. Well, it's huge, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So I don't think I can shove it because I think it only works. Well, it just says a creature I can see. It doesn't specify. So I'm gonna just shove him a little bit.
Yeah, if it doesn't specify, then yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Use it on a gigantic one.
Wah! Perfect.
That is 16.
Oh, he's still succeeding.
Dang it.
He's very strong. We just learned that this thing is a boulder that doesn't want to move.
Yeah,
that's
and
okay.
it like hisses at all of you as you're trying to bombard it with the spells, and it just doesn't quite you see the magic ice snowflake kind of particles just kind of bounce off its blubbery hide.
Alright,
And
that's
that's my turn. That's all I can do.
Okay. Up next is this dragon flesh grafter, and he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
He really
whoops.
does blend in.
30.
I know, he's hard to see.
They're walking camo.
camouflaged.
Yeah, they're walking camo pants.
And
Really good ambush tactic.
all right. So he is going to do an acid retch.
Ew.
Gross. Am I in range or am I out?
I can't tell. Move your piece and move it back.
I can't.
You are just out of range.
He's not highlighted.
Lucky you.
So I need Cosmo and Artavan to make dexterity saving throws. And then yeah, it's not letting me Artavan,
Yes,
all right, you
20.
both save. So you're going to take half damage.
17.
For some reason it's not letting me do the thing. Let me just see. You just go like this. Oh, there it goes. All right, now it's letting me do it.
Am I the only one who imagines
Okay.
an entire cone of just...
And so you see it go and just, and you see its jaw unhinge a little bit as it just releases this acidic condensation.
Ew.
And so you guys
Use your
take half
elbow.
damage. So you both take 3 points of acid damage.
Dang, that's 46 damage. That's crazy.
All right, that is its go. Up next is this giant dragonfly up here. It's just gonna
No
sit
right
and
there.
wait. Then up next is the one that you did. On a 10, these things aren't very smart. So it sees you, Vivi, breaking off, the little guy breaking off, and it thinks it found its next meal. So it is going to
target.
actually start closing
Yeah.
the distance.
Yeah, I'm basically there doing like the song from Lion King, like oh.
All right, and then, if you want to cast the animal
Yum, yum,
friendship on it,
Yes, I do. I want to cast Animal Friendship. Spells. Animal Friendship. Cast spell. Saving throw DC with 15
yep, let's
DC Wisdom
see.
saving throw.
That is a failure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, this doesn't actually have a rider on it like it does in the picture you said, right?
No, it doesn't.
Correct.
So still playing my luau song. I coax it down to the ground, and I would like to attempt to mount it.
Yes!
With
Yeah!
the spell taking effect, I will allow it. So it flies right underneath you. And then let's just say for simplicity's sake, on your turn you can take its movement.
Fair enough. That was my action.
And you used your reaction to activate that.
So is that always the way it is? A reaction is used in order to do a hold action. That's
We learned that just a couple months ago.
okay.
And we also learned that it's much more healthy for balance.
Fair. Okay, that's my turn.
All right.
Is the animal friendship a concentration one, or is it just
No, it's 24 hours.
Dude, that's awesome.
Oh my
I like
gosh,
that.
that's great.
It's a
All right.
sick spell. I love it. And I didn't even have to use a spell slot to use it. That's because
Really?
I got it
Awesome.
with the feet.
That's
Oh.
insane.
Nice.
I want to say congrats.
All right. This guy, you're going to see his wings unfurl. Okay. His wings unfurl, and he is going to fly straight up 20 feet and go right here. Go right
Hey.
here. And then he
Well, thanks.
is going to do his he's going to do his acid belch. And so that is going to be, well, he's up higher, so
I'm
it'd be
seeing
more
a
like
theme for us, Cosmo.
right here.
Oh no, I'm in the middle.
Never
So
mind, I'm fine.
so Cosmo and Cosmo
And Wayne.
and Wayne make Constitution saving throws.
Oh,
Constitution.
Constitution. I'm
Yep.
okay with this.
I'm not.
Oh
No, I got a
no!
Oh no! 7! Wait, 10!
You both fail.
Oh no.
You both take 28 acid damage from the gas that spews out.
I'm
Does
not
this
looking
count
so
as him
good, Mr.
attacking
Stark.
someone other?
I can't cut in words that. I
He
used
is
the
20
reaction,
feet
I'm
up in
sorry.
the air.
Oh, he's still up there? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
He used all
Never
of his
mind.
movement right there. But, and then you see some of his wounds close up. And that is
No!
all that he can do. Which brings us to
Gosh.
the other Dragon Flesh Crafter, and he's just gonna go 30, and he's gonna dash. And that is
You were
his
doing
turn.
Well.
Which brings us to this giant dragonfly who is just remaining on the perch. And that brings us to Wayne's turn.
Now you got me thinking. Let's do 1, 2, 3. I am going to dual cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Alrighty. Nice.
So first one is going to Mr. Dragon up here. So let's go ahead and do Guiding Bolt at 2nd level. There. So that is a 18 to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right, so
Yeah.
that does 20 radiant damage, and he is now glowing.
Next attack roll has advantage on him.
And second one is going to go to this guy on the ground.
Well done, Reed. Well done.
Go here, 2nd level. And that is... Ooh, a 13 to hit.
Just misses.
Dang it.
Ah.
Okay, so no hit there. But go like that. And then I am going to go here.
Alrighty.
And that ends my turn.
And then that brings us to Artavan.
So he's still 20 feet up in the air?
Yeah, he's 20 feet up.
Okay. Then I suppose I'll just go down to this fella.
He's like a pinata. Hit him. Maybe the hand will fall out.
Go for a bit of a swing.
That definitely
26
hits.
to
Yeah.
hit.
Oh, yeah.
That is 13 bludgeoning damage. I'm gonna add a little divine smite action to that.
Alrighty.
Yes.
He's not an undead, right? Well,
No.
can he be? Could I argue that he is?
Nope.
I'll use, or we can bring him back from the dead and then kill him again.
Okay. Oh wait, no, I didn't roll that right. It's a 2d8. Why isn't it letting? Boop. More detail. Okay, I'll just roll 2d8 for a 1st level spell slot. That is 4 radiant damage on top of that.
Alrighty.
And I'll attack again.
Okay.
That's a
Nice.
26 to hit.
Oh my gosh.
Wailing
That
on him.
is 10 bludgeoning damage
Oh,
plus 6 more radiant damage.
Oh
my
dang.
gosh. That's amazing.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough now from those 2 hammer swings. As you just hit him and the divine smites just burst the radiant energy across his body, he just stumbles back and he's like, and then he seems to like ready his claw arm and his club.
All right, that's all I can do.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the top of the round. That dragonfly is just gonna keep hanging out there. Cosmo.
Okay, I want to try something pretty darn reckless. Okay,
All right.
what I'd like to do, free action, switch my weapons to the Great Axe.
Okay.
First, I want to jump up and try to use my axe to rip into one of its wings to ground it.
Okay.
What do I need to do?
Make an athletics check.
Okay.
And then I would say, because it's like a targeted attack to do something, it will be at disadvantage, and you have to do a certain amount of damage to get it grounded.
Okay.
Would the guiding bolt make it neutral
it
instead
makes
of
it
null and void.
18? 18 on my athletics check.
Yep. As you jump up, you manage to get up face to face with it, using the
Yes.
fey magic coming from your tattoos to launch yourself up in the air. And because he got hit with the guiding bolt, it is a disadvantage, but it's a normal roll because advantage and disadvantage cancel each other out.
Unless you reckless.
No, double. No,
I know. I'm kidding.
So, do it at
so just a
normal
normal
roll?
attack, because you have advantage and disadvantage, which cancel each other out.
Okay. Oh!
Ah,
9!
Sadly, does not hit.
Dagnabbit!
As you go and you crash back
Unless-
down to the
Can
ground.
I do my
Wait.
second attack before I...
I'll let you. I'll chronal shift so that you can try that again.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
I don't mind that.
It's too cool. You gotta let this happen.
right?
Yes.
I need
Go
this
ahead
in my
and
life.
Go ahead and re-roll that.
Okay. 17.
17 does hit.
Yeah!
All right, go ahead and roll that
Okay.
damage. I would say you need to do at least 12 damage to ground it.
8.
Ah,
Dagnabbit.
8 damage.
I would say with that though, that hit, you do manage to make it lower itself by 10 feet.
Yeah. Can I do my second attack as I'm going down?
You can sure, yeah.
Yay!
I mean, he's low enough now that you could actually just jump up without a check now.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Definitely
Now that's
hits.
a 21 to hit. Yes. Okay.
Oh.
That's 16
That is
damage.
max damage.
All right. So that first one clips his wing a little bit as he goes down, the giant wings flapping, you kind of getting hit with the wind pressure. But then the second one, you on your way down, you kind of do an upper slash through the wing, and then you bring the axe down and just cut right across
like
the belly.
Sailor with a knife down the sail style. Just
Just
Yeah.
right down the belly as it just releases this. That echoes throughout.
that. Also, my flump. I'd like to put him right here,
Okay.
and
there.
he has to make a save.
Dexterity save. That is a 14.
Wait, was it within range of the other one?
No, because he's up.
Oh, okay.
My thing is 12, so it saves.
Alrighty. Okay. You still have your movement if you wish to take it, or you could stay right there.
Oh no, she's staying right where she is.
Okay, that brings us to you, Vivi. Vivi, you have a fly speed of 60 feet.
Oh,
Amazing.
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Can you? So there's these two creatures right here and here.
And
the
here.
winged one. You said that's. No, there's another one over there. Okay, the winged one. You said that's low enough now for the melee to engage with it.
Not quite. Just out of range. 5 more feet.
If
and he'd be
we
in
jump,
range.
now we can swing it, jump and swing.
Yeah.
Okay. There's the safe bet of what I could do and just do some damage. Or there's the Vivi bet. So here's what I would like
Listen
to
to
try.
Vivi's heart. Yeah.
Riding my new mount, and I pat her gently. I pat her. Good girl, good girl, good girl. I would like to please attempt a maneuver on this winged creature. Vivi flies up and then towards the what is this then? What should I call it?
Dragon flesh abomination.
The dragon.
It's the DFA.
Vivi gets something out of his pack and he starts whipping around his grappling hook. And I would like to try to hook my grappling hook onto like the wing edge, close to the joint wing. And then what I like to do is the Luke Skywalker on Hoth maneuver of just flying around him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be
Yes.
a grapple check, but in the way that you're doing it, I feel like it's going to be a dexterity.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a dexterity check because you're being helped technically by a creature with advantage versus its
Okay.
athletics.
Advantage
Oh,
10.
Oh.
9.
Nice.
And so with that, the wings get kind of locked in. It still has most of its movement, but the wings kind of get locked in as it
Hey,
is forced down to the ground.
and I'm going to encourage my dragonfly to do as much of his movement around and around as it can go.
All right, sounds good.
Yes.
Okay. Is that your go?
This is the anti-AT-AT.
Yep.
The anti-AT-AT maneuver.
All right. Okay. Is that your whole turn?
That was definitely, I would say action and movement.
Yeah, that's action and movement. You still have a
I'll
bonus action.
hold my reaction. Let's see, hold on. I don't have anything great to do with my bonus action yet. I'm gonna fix that later. I'm gonna hold on. I've got a cutting words available if anybody needs it. So go ahead.
Okay.
Turn over.
Amelia, it is your turn.
All right. Amelia is going to raise up her staff and she's going to wave it around and then attempt to catch this the flesh golem, whatever, below
This
the one by the dragon. She's gonna attempt to freeze him in a momentary stasis.
Alrighty. Constitution saving throw, DC 15. That is a 10.
Oh
Yay.
yeah, so now he's just like frozen there in place, and she'll just yell out like, "I'll take care of that the best I can, Audubon. Get rid of the dragon." And then I'm going to. I can do this. I can move. I've been practicing. I'm going to shimmy 10 feet this way. And I think that is everything I will do.
Okay. Up next
Very nice.
is the dude that is now in stasis. Does he get to repeat the save? Or no?
He stays that way till the end of my next turn, or until he takes
gosh.
damage.
Alrighty.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The dragonflies are just going to keep watching, waiting to scavenge. This one on its turn is just going to keep doing the fly around like you told it to do. So basically, I'm having it use its turn to basically retroactively give you the help action.
Perfect.
And then the Dragonflesh Abomination recovers some of its health, and it is going to first. It's going to make a claw swipe on Cosmo. That is 19 to hit.
Now I'll use my reaction to attack him with my sentinel feet.
Alrighty. Let me just roll that damage.
Yeah, roll
for
your
you,
damage.
Cosmo.
5.
Cosmo, you take
Half to 5 because I'm raging.
Yes, but it's also plus
But-
1d. It's also poison.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
no.
all physical.
Oh, so 2.
Oh.
Which the poison was 2 damage, so
Yeah.
it's still 5.
Oh, is it?
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then yeah.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit the dragon?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the dragon for 14 bludgeoning damage. I'm gonna hit the
Yes.
dragon with 9 radiant damage on top of that.
Describe to me how you do this.
Yeah.
What already?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. I feel like part of this creature is also like, you know, it's squishy. Its bones aren't like perfectly solid.
Yeah.
And so, like, from behind, as it goes for that slash, my hammer, like, hits, like, the back vertebrae. And it kind of just pops a little bit. Just a squish. It has a bit of a squish as it falls to the ground, the back of its body, now, like, the bones not being connected. And it just kind of oozes out dead. Like, it's
yeah.
gross.
As its
Yes.
bus collapses down on it.
That is
And-
fantastic.
It's like smashing a water balloon.
Ew.
Yeah. So, just to keep in mind, just so you guys can appreciate what this thing can do, why it's balanced by being kind of squishier, is it makes 3 attacks. So the second one was going to be a tail attack on you, Artavan, which does 1d12 plus 4 bludgeoning damage, and if you fail the strength save, you get knocked prone. Just because this monster is so cool. And then the other thing it does is an acid spit, which it was going to do at Amelia, which does on a hit 3d6 acid damage, which is different from the acid belch that it did earlier. And so basically,
Yeah, so no.
basically it makes 3 attacks, 3 of any of those attacks interchangeably to a max of only 1 tail attack. But it could be 3 spit attacks, 3 claw attacks, you know,
Wow.
if it wanted. So it's a really cool monster. I really like him. And he's just disgusting. I mean, look at him.
His
Ew.
breath
Gonna
is
say, he's
nasty,
cute.
though. His
Ugh.
breath is
Yeah,
nasty.
he is just gross.
I'm glad
But
I'm not
does his
conscious for
music
this.
smell like mine? My music probably smells better.
After that, this guy
Undoubtedly.
is going to go like this. 5, 25, 30, and is going to... And he is going
Yeah,
to...
we all need a little bit of acid belch on ourselves.
No! Not Amelia!
Oh, and Cosmo.
Not
Yep.
me!
So I need Amelia and Cosmo to make
Wait.
dexterity saving
No, I
throws.
think Cosmo's just out of it.
Well, yeah, I think she is.
Let's find out.
Oh,
I can't move myself.
Oh,
There
She's in it.
I'm
Dang
in it. Dang it! Ugh.
so a dex save.
Yep, dexterity saving throw, and you can click on the thing in the chat to do it if you want, as long as you have yourself selected. All right,
12.
you just succeed, so you'll take half damage, Amelia, and you definitely succeed.
17!
So that is half damage to both of you. So that is 8 acid damage. That would have been pretty bad if you failed. One less, Amelia.
Oof. Okay.
And that is its turn. Which
Owie.
brings us to that guy
That
who's just
hurt.
gonna wait, which brings us to Wayne.
Okay.
And then
I
this guy's free now, right? The stasis is over.
Yeah.
No, and because he got hit. Yeah.
Move
Oh,
over
oh no, he
here.
didn't get hit. That's right.
Yeah, it's until the end of my next
Until
turn
the
or
end
until
of
he
your
gets
next
hit.
turn. Yeah, that's right. So he's still restrained.
And let's go ahead and we target Cosmo. And we are going to cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on you.
What?
there.
Thank you.
Normal. However, I am going
Whoa.
to use. That is not the healing that you're going to get, because I'm going to use one of my sorcery points for my level 6 feature. Empowered healing.
Ooh.
While you aren't incapacitated, whenever you or an ally within 5 feet rolls dice to determine the number of HP a spell restores, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll any number of those dice once. So we're going to keep the 4, and then we're going to roll 2 new d8s.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So we got 4.
4. Okay.
I think it was the exact.
Okay, yeah, I guess your healing is 11. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. 4.
Is that 13, I think?
4. No,
No, it's
your
12.
healing is 12. Your healing is 12.
You got one more.
Yay!
Yay!
I look
It's the thought that counts, I guess.
I look a lot better now. I look so nice.
All right.
So fine.
And then, let me see. What do I got for bonus actions? Nothing crazy. So I'm just going to go. Right there.
Okay. Then Artavan, it is your turn.
All right, let's check out kind of the speed of everything. Awesome. He's gonna do a bestial bound.
Alrighty.
Get over here.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
He's gonna. Wait, do I still have access to this spell? I do. He's gonna cast Thunder Smite on his hammer on the run over.
Alrighty.
And go for a bit of a swing. Yabba dabba doo.
Isn't Bestial Bound your bonus action?
Yeah, so don't do the smite. That's just for flair.
Okay. To hit, that does
It's
hit.
a 15 to hit. Okay. Then that is 14
Ooh.
bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Going in for that second attack. That was a fancy little spin it did there. 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Yes.
And I don't. Okay, 13 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, and just kind of stand right in between him and her.
All right, sounds good. So yeah, so Amelia, you just see next to one that is restrained, you see Artavan basically go and get on all fours, lunging around this pit of acid, sliding
skid
into place,
position.
skid into position, and just landing 2 massive blows, and you hear bones snapping with each hit. All right.
For my sake and maybe our audience, can you describe what these creatures look like again for us?
You can kind of see.
Are they humanoid?
They are
giant?
They are giant looking with like chunks of dragon grafted on.
Whoa.
So-
Artificially?
Yeah.
Artificially,
assume?
yeah. So they are monstrosities.
Whoa.
Cool.
Freaking cool as shit.
Yeah. With that, this dragonfly over here. Yeah, the dragonflies are just gonna be waiting for the commotion to die down to start eating on the remains. Which brings us to Cosmo.
That's fair.
All
I do
right.
that too.
She didn't appreciate getting acid blasted. Okay, so free action, switch back to the javelin. I'm going to target this guy right here and shoot through. Ooh, 15.
That does hit.
Yay!
That was really close to a nat 1.
It was.
I know, I was watching that.
6 damage.
Alrighty.
And then my second attack.
There
Oh,
it is.
that one.
Dang it, I said it out loud.
Yeah, what's wrong
So-
with you?
So
Pretty sure
as-
that's my fault.
So as you go in for that second swing, some of the blood that has been draining out of the dead abomination's mouth, you slip on it a little bit when you throw, so it just goes wide before teleporting back into your
Okay.
hand.
My flump is gonna go here.
Alrighty, dex save.
Ah!
19.
Dagnabbit. He survives.
Is it no damage? Is it no damage on a success, or is it
Yeah,
half?
it's no damage.
It's no damage.
Alright, you still have all your movement if you want to take it.
Nah. I'm gonna stay here.
Alright, Vivi, it is your turn.
All right. So, continuing this strategy, what I would like to do is effectively to encourage my mount to use the dash action to get the maximum flight distance possible. And I want to take the shortest route around it counterclockwise as I could possibly take. So I'll be within...
So this one's dead.
Oh, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, he's dead.
That's the one that
Yeah.
died?
Yeah.
Yeah, Artavan killed him.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't mean to.
Thanks. That's all right. This epic strategy I was going to employ. Never mind it. Audubon's got it covered.
He was a giant pimple with wings. I didn't know.
So what is this thing still stunned then over
Still
here?
stunned, but it's about to break free right on the next turn.
Amelia, what should I do? What? Who stunned
Go for
Was
it.
Amelia or somebody else?
Yeah, it's all right. It's gonna end soon. I can't hold
Oh.
it for too long.
Okay.
It's that or gang up on this one over here.
Oh, there's another one? Oh, shoot. I see. Okay.
Follow
The
your heart.
camouflage.
I trust you.
Yeah, I know. They blend in so well.
I didn't even see it. So all right. So I'm gonna have the movement come. It's got 60 feet of movement.
Yes, 60 feet flying.
I'm just gonna kind of have it like flying over the acid over here.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
Wow,
really
you are
sneaky.
so brave, man.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
risky.
right.
One wrong step.
little further away, just to
Right here?
sort of force
Oh
that.
my
Yeah,
goodness.
if it came to me, it would hit
Phoebe.
the acid first.
Heart
Well,
attack.
these things are. Wait, did you see these things come up out of the acid already?
The big guy did. These guys were sleeping next to it.
All right. So I'll fly over the acid. Oi, ugly! Your acid doesn't burn half as much as this mic drop. And that's a vicious mockery.
What's a mic?
Oh, he knows.
He used
He
to
knows.
travel
He
with
understands
us,
in the
but
moment.
we dropped him off a while ago. You know.
All right.
half of the mockery is just him trying to figure out what a mic is.
Okay, where's my cantrips? Spells. Vicious mockery. Here it is.
Alrighty.
Saving
Okay.
throw DC 15. Oh,
15, just barely.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'll
it
use my
it just
chrono
kind of-
shift.
It just
I
kind
wanna-
of looks
No,
at
oh,
you.
Yeah.
All right.
all right. I'll take it.
Let's do it.
Yay!
Yes.
Your turn next.
Go
What's
ahead
that?
and roll that damage. We'll apply
Damage.
it, and
Ooh.
Yo!
Nice.
then 4d4. Dang.
And
44
9
damage.
So he gets,
wait, hold on.
like a little
That,
anime
that was
nosebleed.
for like a critical hit. So you'd want to do 2d4. Yeah.
My mistake. What saving? Okay, why did it do that? That's weird.
There's like
two
a
buttons.
Yeah, there's two buttons. They're really close together.
I see. Here's the vicious mockery. Damage. Normal.
Yep, there we go. Ooh.
5 psychic. Okay, so I see this playing out like Vivi does the insult, and the dude is like, and he has like a little anime nosebleed.
Yep. Just,
Yeah. And then I'm gonna have the can I encourage my mount to just take the dodge action at this point?
yes, and it will on its turn. Yeah.
Okay, great. That's it.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
That brings us to Amelia.
Right. I was just looking at the distance. Oh, wow, that's really far. Okay. Melia, with her bodyguard in place, is going to probably come about here. And then is gonna wave her wand, shoot it forward, and cast a chromatic orb at the guy.
This one?
No, the other one. And it's gonna be fire damage.
All right.
But first I have to roll to hit, I think.
Yeah, it's an attack roll.
Yeah. Boop. 17.
That does hit.
Yay!
Yes.
Let's do the damage.
Ooh,
Ah.
not
Wow.
bad.
Ooh,
Roll
not
fire
bad
damage.
At all.
Ooh.
So as it goes in, the fire goes and just scorches right across its face, and you see after the you pull out the diamond and you see the flames condense into the orb as you launch it. It hits it right in the cheek and explodes in this little mini explosion as it roars in pain, and you see exposed skull on one side of the face as it just roars in pain and anger.
I would be sorry,
Anger.
but you are trying to hurt us. And,
Amelia, I don't think it understands you.
it makes me feel better, all right? That'll be her turn. Actually, sorry, I'm just gonna move myself one over. But that's my turn.
Alright. Up next, this guy, now freed, is gonna go and jump into the acid, seemingly not taking any damage. And is gonna target the dragonfly with a claw attack,
Oh no.
which that is an 11, which does
Ooh, that
not
looked
hit.
cool.
Oh, yeah, it did.
The 11 does not hit, and then
No, you didn't.
it is going to go in with its great club with a 12 that also does not hit. And so you see this one charges in and just sweeps at you with the claw, and then with the great club, and your mount is just
I like to think that Vivi was like basically anticipating this exact sort of scenario, and there's like everywhere that it swiped or swung, the dragonfly just like,
Yep. All right.
Yes.
That brings us to Dragonfly over here. That's gonna wait, and then your Dragonfly, which will now take the dodge action. And that brings us. He's dead. That brings us to
mechanically,
this guy.
mechanically dodge action does what for it?
All attacks have disadvantage on it till the start of its next turn.
All right.
All right, and then this guy is going to. I mean, Artaban's right in front of it, and so he's just gonna go for Artaban.
Please don't. Okay. Just don't.
Silvery barbs!
Cutting words. Oh,
Ooh,
Silvery
let's do it.
barbs.
No, it's a 20. I don't know if a natural 20 can be cut, but I will silvery
Yeah.
barbs it.
I can cut it so that it can't be a crit.
Oh, let's do yours
Yeah.
first then. That sounds way
Okay,
better
I
because
can-
Artaban's
yeah,
got
let me do
good
that.
AC.
All right. So that's a 25 to hit. Do the cutting words.
Cutting. Looking for my cutting words. Usability. Run out of no, that's not true. It told me it ran out of designated uses, but there's no way.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
roll your 10. Just roll your D10.
Show my 10.
Yeah, you can do that.
Need at least a
It's-
5.
You're up to
I think.
D10s now? That's awesome.
Yay.
That
10.
is awesome.
Is it a D10 or is it still a D8?
Oh, wait. Maybe it's an 8.
It's a D8.
Now that
for
you
him,
say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
D10 is at level 10, I believe.
Dang it, I got so excited.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. Did I say? Yeah,
Minus
that's
7,
very
That
good.
brings it
Yay!
to a
18.
Does that hit?
That
Artaban?
don't hit. Sir.
Alrighty.
That don't hit.
Yay!
So as he's going in with the claw strike, just
Thanks,
bringing
Stevie.
down bring it down. You sense it's gonna hit you, and then you just hear a little. How do you do your cutting words?
So, okay, in this instance, this is perfect. I've literally planned for this. So Princess is on my back on the dragonfly. So we got like a little like Russian nesting doll like thing going on. And Princess, using her drum set that she has, like does like a very like tactical and like the sound like echoes right towards the thing, and it like distracts it just long enough.
All right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so it like with that it hesitates just a little bit with the swing, Artavan allowing you time to get your shield to catch the claw and then toss it off to the side. And then it is going to rear.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and then it is going to rear around and bring its great club down now. For a 12 to hit, which does not hit. And as it brings the great club down, you just sidestep it. All right. Brings us to that, which brings us to Wayne.
Okay. I'm gonna go and target this boy. And we are going to cast. Wait, has he been hurt yet?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
I like how I know what spell you're going to use when you ask that.
Okay.
I gave him a headache. Wayne.
Right. All right. So that is 14 necrotic damage.
Whoa! That's so cool.
And that's all I'm going to do.
Alrighty.
14.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough. Some of his flesh withers away.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Artavan.
I'm gonna hit him. Let's actually target for once in my life. Awesome. Watch this. Pow.
15.
All right, 15
does
to hit.
Yep. Does hit.
Awesome.
And
That is 7 damage.
describe to me how you want to do this. How do you want to finish it?
Yeah.
With the last hit, with the sidestep of his claw coming right next to me, with his head being down low, he's gonna like keep that momentum and follow his arm up and just knock it straight on the head.
All right.
Kind of twisting it around a little bit.
Yeah, as you do, you see the exposed bone from Amelia's spell. It kind of cracks with the face of the hammer, and you just hear this
Yeah.
crunch, and it doesn't even like rear back up. It just falls forward down on its face.
Yeah. Let's see where. I think I'm gonna do a little switch to my javelin. Just go for a little toss
Okay.
on other guy. And
That's definitely gonna
17
hit.
Plus things 25 that hit.
Oh,
He
nice.
doesn't miss very often. Okay, 10 piercing damage.
Describe to me how you want to do this.
We're just all assisting him.
I feel like I'm certain Sventon again, you know, and my other character used to steal every kill. Man,
You are our tank.
Yeah. Yeah, similar thing. Just swinging at the dragonfly, trying to knock Vivi into the pool. He's just gonna get a nice opportune throw, hit him right through the clavicle, right through the chest, and down him out.
All right. So as the javelin sinks in, you see it freeze up, and then fall back, splashing into the acid and disappearing
mean-
beneath it.
Does that mean your javelin just melted too?
I've got some more. It's fine. Just some sticks.
And with that, the dragonflies sit and wait in anticipation for you to leave so it can pick on the remains. And that will bring us to the end of the combat.
Woo!
So we'll go back to this
Okay.
view.
I fly over and land safely between Wayne and Cosmo over here.
Vivi, how did you
Wonderful,
become
wonderful.
friends with this one?
Oh, I just sang to him. I told him I would be a delicious little chubby morsel, but with lots of fur. I told him he'd probably still have to like pick the fur out of his teeth or whatever they have, this sort of thing that they use to chew. And he believed me. He came over and he believed me. And then you know what? I cast a little spell on him, and I just all I did is I buffed my chest up, and I basically act like I was a big wolfman Audubon creature. And all of a sudden, it was like a puppy.
What's his name?
Wow, Vivi.
What is his name? Oh, Hickamahoppy.
Pulls out my
His name is
notebook.
Hickamahoppy.
And then as he's pulling out his notebook, he
Hickamahoppy.
like looks at his hands. He's like, right.
Yeah, Wayne. She'll like hiss
don't-
through her teeth in pain. Can you please? And she's got like these burns just all over her like arms.
I'm in pain.
Oh. Oh.
Uh,
Everyone come a little bit closer.
This
And then I'm gonna-
words.
Yeah. No. So I'm gonna start flipping through the book, and then you'll see a bunch of draconic writing on one page, and I'm gonna start chanting in draconic for the next. And you guys have seen me do this before. For the next 10 minutes, I'll be casting Prayer of Healing.
Nice.
well, Audubon, Cosmo, should we skin this beastie here?
I don't
Should
know
we
if
skin
there's much
Take
to
its teeth
skin,
and its
but
horns,
let's-
maybe
yeah, take a
some
look.
of its blood.
I
It's
mean,
hard.
maybe it's horns, but I don't think
How about we
its
just-
skin will stay together. It seems
How about we
kind of
Yeah,
liquid.
we just butcher
Worth
the
a
whole
check.
thing.
Yeah, let's take a look
Just
at it.
butcher the whole thing. We can send it to a processing factory, make jerky. It'll be great.
Or more like oil for lamps. Just,
Yeah.
It's not meat, it's just blob.
So
I don't
as
know if it would taste very good.
as
Everyone
you
gets
approach
14
this thing,
healing, by the way.
Ooh.
So as you approach the
Thank you,
dead
Wayne.
the dead winged one, it yeah, most of it like it has scales, but the scales are like weird and fused together. The skin is rough and just not like it looks uncomfortable to exist in it, let alone make it into something. It's all grafted together, different pieces, mismatched, miscolored. It does, however, have a set of horns that are also kind of grafted on a little bit
Like a
misshapen.
rotten watermelon.
Yeah, that's
With
not.
horns,
That's
yeah.
No,
not.
I don't like watermelon. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I wanna take one of those horns.
Easy enough. With your strength, you're able to just snap it off.
Ew.
I
I imagine it's like a wet pop.
This thing is pretty big, so the horn is probably about the size of your the length of your forearm.
Ooh, nice.
Is
Great for
Is there
stabbing.
anything in particular about
Okay.
this creature I can remember that maybe like a part that would be, I don't know, like desired or wanted in potion making or alchemical
I mean,
or whatever?
Not so much potion making. Being a wizard yourself and being raised around wizards, knowing the culture that surrounds it, you do know that a lot of wizards all across the world, all throughout history, have made ploys to make monsters to basically be subservient to them. It's the origin of, chimeras, manticores, things like that, where most of the weird unnatural monsters that now habitat the planet, a good majority of them at some point, the logic is a wizard did it and now they exist. And that's kind of the same thing here. You gather that with the recipes in there, this was an attempt for an amateur wizard to make some monsters so he could be tougher. So you could have some monsters.
Like they
supporting
fought
him.
on his side with him, sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Like they'd protect him.
But instead they
Okay.
dissolved him. That's where you got your
Probably.
book.
I mean, wizard's hubris does many things. Sometimes it does lead to death, unfortunately.
That sucks. Do you think you could make any of these?
Perhaps if I had time. I'm not one for conjuration, necessarily. Or transfiguration. They're not my forte.
The only thing I've ever been able to summon is just the book and quill.
Which is still really cool. I can't do that.
But it's entirely different than this.
But you can summon a little fey creature that apparently can explode, so that is something.
Can?
That's what you were doing just now.
Oh, that's so cool.
I thought that was you, Amelia.
Oh, yes, I'll take all the credit. It was me.
Oh, okay.
But you have control of it, Cosmo.
Well, I did. That's cool. What did it do?
It
Sort of
exploded.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to do some extra hurt and harm to the creatures.
Okay. Nice.
That's what happens when you don't let it out. Eventually, you just pop.
That's fair.
That's what happened to this dragon. I mean, Audubon
Yeah.
hit him and he just popped.
Yeah, it was
That's
a
why
bad
it's always
that.
good to let it out. Just-
Quite disgustingly, honestly.
Just let it go. Just let it go. I think there's a song about that. I can't think.
It might match my vibe a little. I think I know what you mean. These
Where
are the
Audubon?
acid fields.
No, I'm just kidding.
He's fine. He's good. These are the acid
He's
fields, though,
brooding
right?
over there.
That we're supposed to get them.
Oh, right. We need to collect some of those samples.
Oh yeah.
I know I have a bottle. I'm not sure where the other one is, but I can just
she-
use...
Didn't she give you a couple extra bottles?
Yes, I have 2, but I think we already had 1.
Okay.
I don't know if I had that
she
one.
gave you 1 extra. So
Oh,
she gave
okay.
you 2 in total.
All right. Well, I can
So
just use
creepy,
my seeing it just to materialize.
That's so creepy.
It wasn't blurry on you in the background, so just seeing you materialize, that was great.
Oh, it's fun.
Whenever we're not streaming, Sean just leaves
was
the
right out of
material
a horror movie.
existence.
I can use my telekinesis to like pick up the bottles, and I mean anyone can, but the one I have,
Right.
I'll dip it in.
I'll do the other one. Beep. With Mage
All
Hand. Just dip it in.
Okay. And as
So
you dip it in and fill it up, it still has a little bit of the acid on the outside. A little bit of the acid on the outside, but nothing a simple prestidigitation can't fix. Clean it off. You cork it. They're safe and secure, and you get the feeling as you touch it. This is some thick, heavy-duty glass. Like you would actually have to try to break it. Like you wouldn't break it just from dropping it or jostling it too much. Like you'd have to get a full power swing from Ardavon's hammer to shatter this thing.
Challenge accepted.
So I do have an empty bottle from that potion of invisibility I drank. I'm gonna try and see if I can use that bottle to scoop more up of it. Is that possible?
You can.
I'm not sure if it's normal or not, but-
try.
Give it a shot.
Give
Yeah.
him mage hand, Amelia.
Go ahead. I would say make.
I just use my mind.
Yes, I
Oh,
would
perfect.
just say with this one being not quite as tempered glass, go ahead and give me an intelligence check to see if you can do it in a way without damaging the vial.
All right, just a second. Oh, I did fantastic. I got to 23.
23.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
You get yourself your own vial of acid.
Woo.
Nice. I'll wrap it up in like some cloth so like cushion it.
Were we being paid but per vial? How does that work?
The deal was is we get an extra vial because there's gonna be a slight delay in getting it sent back to her, so we're just sending her 2 vials.
Yeah, you already got the discount for the thing that you were getting.
That's all. Okay,
Or-
that's all I need then.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, sweet.
So
Are
there-
any of the physical bits of this creepy dragon like resellable, valuable in any way?
Nothing other
what I
than
tried
the
looking
nothing
at, I
other
think.
than the horns, which Cosmo already took one.
Okay.
Because while the flesh has been kind of rendered and grafted together, melted a little bit, the horns themselves are they don't match, but the horns themselves are genuine wyvern horns from the
So was this thing like a Frankenstein's monster sort of
yeah.
deal? Ooh.
I can
but
take the
these-
other one and carry it
but
for
these
you.
are actual horns from ash wyverns, which inhabit the Black Brim Mountain.
Since I've got a pretty good aerial view and speed, I'd like for Vivi to do like a little sweep of the cavern to see if there's anything else of interest.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
It's
Any
paused.
other victims?
Oh yeah,
You can just
combat has ended, so we're
you can just do it in
Okay.
D&D Beyond.
when
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you say perception?
Yep.
That will be 15 plus my guidance. Total of 18.
18. All right. Nothing really super interesting. Some clusters of like, dragonflies. A good chunk of them are starting to return, and it looks like they're waiting for you to leave so they can jump on the corpses.
So no other loots or passageways, anything like that?
Nah, nothing that leads to anywhere that,
Okay. Thank you for indulging me.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we off to now?
Wait, before
Is
we go,
this-
I wanna
do we
run
have
some
a jump for
experiments.
this? Oh, right.
What kind?
All right, you experimentize, Wayne.
Okay. Well, I've never seen acid like this before, and I think it would be interesting to see its effects on some of the items that we have.
All right.
And
just
so, like,
be careful.
with that,
Right.
right. So with that, I want to rip out a page from my notebook and he's gonna basically spend the time just like with Mage Hand, and he'll like dip in a little bit and then like pull it out to see its effect. If he holds it in, and then once the page is completely gone, he'll pull out a dagger and just kind of like dip that in. What happens with the dagger with the acid?
Nothing too much. It would take with this acid, it doesn't corrode the metal too badly. Like it sizzles a little bit, but it's nothing that would destroy a log. Not unless you were to distill it to a greater
It's
potency.
really good for cleaning pennies.
Yeah.
But it also hurts your skin.
Yeah, it's not the kind of acid that you used against the Gorgon in Thurndwall. That was
Okay.
that was specialized, treated, distilled. This is just its raw natural form, so it seems to have more of an effect on soft materials and flesh.
And on Artavan's note, I'm gonna find the dirtiest gold coin I have and try see if it cleans it.
I know. I was just saying. So you said that. I was like, let's just
I
dump
mean-
all of our dirty coins and make them look beautiful.
I mean, yeah,
Brand new.
Meanwhile,
that works.
Cosmo gets the other horn and puts it in her pack, just like, you know what, whatever.
Yeah, so until you guys pull Wayne away, he's just gonna be testing a bunch of different objects in the acid, taking
Oh,
notes
don't worry.
on
I'm
it.
like casting frostbite to see how it freezes and what the like crystalline structure of the acid
then-
looks like. We're
And as I
drawing it.
as I do certain things, I'll pull it up and hold it in front of you to expecting you to cast Prestidigitate on it.
Yeah,
so it's
we'll
just like
do that. We'll do little things. I'll warm it up to see if it changes the like viscosity of it or something.
Add some of
Cosmo
the
watches
rocks
on
to
in
see if
awe.
it changes the consistency.
Yeah, I would just push you guys to be away from all the bodies so the dragonflies can eat. We're not hungry anymore. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, let's go over here. Come on.
I let Hikamahapi join in the dragonfly feasting.
All right, yeah. By this point, you've taken too long, and it's like too ripe. So the dragonflies, which once again I reiterate, this is actually on the stat block. The dragonfly wing beats can be heard up to 100 feet away. So it's just this
Dang.
loud drone as over a dozen of them. And these are giant dragonflies. They're bigger than all of you. Just descend and start picking apart and eating these creatures. They seem, because the creatures are so big, they are not interested in you at all. You're small fry compared to the dead things right there.
Just the quickest aside, you reminded me, Gavin. So you know how in the Dune films and books, they're like helicopters are just these giant dragonfly machines?
Yeah.
I read somewhere just today that, like, if those machines, if we tried to do something like that, and if it worked, the sonic boom that those wings would be creating, like every second, would effectively make everyone go deaf that it flies around.
Yep. No,
Wow.
Just make its presence would just make
Yeah.
the community deaf.
Yes,
flew over.
seriously. Dragonflies and the things modeled
So
after
loud.
them are no joke. They're quite fun little animal fact. Dragonflies are the single most successful predator on planet Earth.
What was that? 91% success rate. in
91
hunting?
or 92% success rate in hunting, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so if we get giant dragonflies, we're all dead. We're screwed.
Yep.
That explains why,
Oh.
for my insect project, I could never catch one. They're just like way too quick,
Don't
way
worry.
too smart.
Don't
I've
worry,
had
we'll
some.
never have to worry about giant dragonflies. Their body physics does not support them actually getting larger than a hawk, that only happened like
Which is still massive.
millions-
But
That's still
millions and millions of
terrifying.
years ago. That big, but
Any bug that big,
they
not
can't
okay.
get larger than that.
all right.
Anyway, aside
Yeah.
over.
So as you fill up the vials, you run your little experiments. Are any of you doing anything? Are the other three of you doing anything else while Amelia and Wayne are kind of just testing out the acid?
I mean, Cosmo was watching, pretty enthralled by
I
their
was just-
experiments.
I was just warding off the dragonflies if any got too close. Kind of scaring them off and stuff.
Vivi is going to take advantage of the acoustics of the cavern that we're in and find the optimal place.
It is an open plain. It's just a geyser field.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
it's not a cave.
All right. Well, I'm gonna play the violin anyway. I'm gonna play a nice song for everybody as we wait.
Yay.
Alrighty. Okay. Eventually, though, it's gonna be pretty easy to track back the way that you came, just because of general direction and not only that, you have the couple melted fleshy landmarks to go off of to guide your way back. And unless anybody would like to do anything else, you safely manage to make your way back to the cart, where you see Butte is patiently sitting and waiting for you.
Hi, Butte.
Hey, Butte. Hey, good boy.
Oh, Butte.
He's so
Butte. Oh, I should
Butte
have
the
had to
Brute.
use a magic spell for that. I just realized because I have two animals.
Oh yeah, you casted it on him. I forgot about that.
So I can do that, but it means a spell slot got used when I didn't cast it earlier.
So you just got one. Isn't it first level?
Got one.
First
No,
level
I
spell
can
slot?
do it to two. I can do it once for free, and then after that I
Yeah.
have to use a spell slot.
Which yeah. So no big deal with it. But yeah.
What are you asking, Andrew?
I was just saying, is it a first level spell slot? Or second level?
Yeah.
But unless anybody would like to do anything else, you are free to continue on your journey.
Yay!
And
Woo!
as you get hitched up and stuff, because of the nature of the dragonfly, it can actually perch pretty much anywhere on the cart. It can perch on the side of the cart if you want, on top. It can fly alongside it. It'd be very loud if it did, though.
Is it like pretty stable? Like it just kind of floats as it flies, or is it like bumpy?
It's a little bumpy, but with how big it is relatively stable. The bumps are pretty minor. No more than like a carousel at a carnival, really. Just a bit faster.
Very cool.
Right. And that is where we are going to go on break. So, we will be back in about 15 minutes. For player reference, I would say about 6:45, and then we will just pick up right where we left off. Right. We will see you all in just a minute. we're back. So, after defeating the monsters within the acid fields, we hitch up Butte back to the carriage and begin your trek again, for the rest of the day being uneventful. And camping out for the night with at the end of the day of travel, unless any of you would like to do anything, the rest of the night is also going to pass safely and uneventful.
I think on this particular day, I think a lot of it would just be Wayne kind of continuing his thoughts on his experiments from earlier. There's a lot of it inside the carriage, writing and all that.
Okay.
Cosmo
And
would be
we're
pretty
still-
good thought.
We're still traveling with Bosco, right?
With who?
Is it Bosco?
No, Butte the Brute.
Butte,
Butte.
our
Excuse me.
little person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, my memory's awful. Okay, I can basically let my animal friendship lapse on him because he's still cool, mostly since like he's our, since he's our bot bird. I don't wanna
Yeah,
say the S word, but-
he's very well trained.
Yeah, at the 24-hour mark, I would need to recast animal friendship on Hikamahappy. If I don't know if you would want to handle that as like something I would do towards the end of the next day.
You
Or just do it.
you can do it like at the beginning of a long rest, or at the end of a long rest if you'd like, just to kind of refresh it.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
when the time comes for that.
All right.
I feel like Artavan's been sitting like on top of the carriage, just looking directly at the dragonfly. Like we're just staring at each other, kind of awkwardly, as we're two large creatures just sitting on top. He's not much for chatter.
That's gotta look strange from a distance.
I'm gonna start. Well, Princess is gonna start a little drum beat, a little like battle hymn kind of marching music. And this is just gonna kind of like set the tone, just like a. And then like repeat it, and this will kind of like be our music momentum going forward today.
I think I'm gonna. If you're
Our
gonna
soundtrack.
have Princess do that, Amelia will remember that Vivi, that time on the train when he initiated a little like group musical moment. I think she'll start humming like some sort of song to it.
Like Vivi looks over and like gives you that wink because he sees you yes-anding.
She looks a little like embarrassed, but she's trying to add some camaraderie here.
I think Wayne would just kind of be like tapping his foot, and then like while he's in between writing and thinking, he would be with his pencil, he'd just trying to be hitting his book to the
Are
rhythm.
we, are we basically creating
awesome.
like stomp?
Yes,
Pretty much,
that's
but-
what's
Yeah.
happening. But softer.
Yeah.
Since
Not
it
so
seems
intense.
since it seems like nobody else is steering this thing, Cosmo will be at the front.
We trust
I guess I'll
Butte.
take
We're
the
like,
reins.
go Butte, go in that direction.
Take us to Artavan's home.
Cosmo has the reins.
He's
It's like
fine.
probably-
I whistled him a command.
Butte's like the horses from Breath of the Wild that just follow a path. They'll just keep
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's still sitting there. She's got the reins. She's not really listening to what's going on. She's just kind of deep in thought.
Artavan's considering like singing a full-on sea shanty or something crazy, but I think she's
Yeah!
gonna start pulling out the drums or something, kind of matching the vibe.
Shanty.
We'll save the
shanty.
shanty until BB brings out the loot.
I ain't got a loot, mate. But I got the V.
Viola.
I got the old V.
But yeah,
So I mean, as soon as if that's
Is it treatable?
then so if Artavan does sing in or start doing a shanty, then I'll do backup violin for his vocals. I'll do harmony to his melody.
yeah. So like it'll probably start off like a little like as he's kind of drumming, nodding. You kind of like start humming a little bit of a tune that he knows. Something pretty chill and mellow, nothing too crazy. No hopping on tables and throwing beer cans around. But it would eventually turn into like a
Johnny, leave her.
He would start singing, yeah. Leave someone besides Johnny, but like, yeah, leaving someone for sure.
Leave her, Dante, leave her.
Now we're all depressed.
Way to go, Andrew. I'm calling you out, not Wayne. This is an above table issue.
So on the map, what are we gonna hit first? The clearing out the trade route or the clearing out of the silver mine? Silver mine's farther north, right?
Drifted. We're going to Drifted.
Drifting first, and then the silver mine is actually going to be closer.
Silver mine's north of that.
Wait.
So
Okay, then
So
we'll
here,
be clearing out the
just so
trade
the
route on
audience
the
can
way
see
to
it
Drifting.
too. So Driftin is going to be the first stop. Driftin is right about here.
Right.
Driftin is right about here on the shore of Lake Evalis. Then the silver mine is right here within the Great Ravine. And then the trade route is this general area.
Weren't we going to return the vials afterwards?
Yeah, you
We're
were.
gonna mail it.
Mail it once you guys get to a town,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, but oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Had we any like plans about going to the top of the mountain? Like had we said anything about like when we were going to do that, or were we just kind of putting it off for now? I can't recall if we had a plan.
I think it was like a in the future, let's go there kind of a thing. I don't know if we made any specific plans to go there at this time.
Okay, I just couldn't quite remember if that was the case.
So no, we talked about the iron arseholes.
Who?
So,
Iron
the
Reavers.
the Iron Reavers
Never
are on
heard
the
of them.
are on the other side of the mountain. They're not on the top. They're just on the north side of it.
Okay.
The thing that you're thinking about wasn't at the top of the mountain. It was inside the volcano. Because the volcano does have cave systems that run throughout. That is where the blacksmithing master is. So yeah. But with that, if this first day after the acid fields end up being uneventful, and unless you guys do something within the night, you can all take a long rest within your carriage, within the safety of the carriage.
I want to do something.
All right, Amelia, what are you doing?
I think maybe while we're all sitting around the campfire, like probably eating or just resting, Amelia will turn to Vivi and ask, "Hey Vivi, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I'm just incredibly curious about how life was like for you growing up."
Oh, it was lovely. It was lovely. You see, my people are travelers. They're wanderers. We go from camp to camp, city to city, traveling all over, whatever bit of the land we can get to. We're not really fond of boats, but just travel all over the place, and then we play music and we enchant the people that we come across, and then we borrow a little for them, and then we move on.
You borrow a
And
little from them.
And then we share the wealth that we liberated in one city, and we share it with the next, and take a little bit of there and move it across over here,
So you're
and then
somewhat
that's
of
just
a
how we live.
Robin Hooded back group where you borrow but you give back.
some sort of hooded bird. Does he wear a hoodie? Is this?
No, he wears a
Who's
bunch
this
of
bird
green and he
speaking of?
wears tights. It's a very interesting story. I'll find you a
Sounds
picture book
horrible.
sometime.
Sounds
Oh, it's
just
a
Tight,
terrible.
tight, tights.
He's all about taking from the rich and giving to the poor. It sounds very similar.
Oh well, then
Wasn't
that's
he,
all right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah,
he a
he was a Fox
Fox-Luperian
Luperian, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he fought against a corrupt Tabaxi king.
with his bear friend.
I never.
Truthfully,
I
that's
never
the
been
only
on
thing
a-
I really knew about the Fox Luperian people was that they were a little mischievous and they liked to steal on occasion. I was just curious if that was true.
Stealing. That's a very interesting concept. You see, you have to, in order to even believe that that's a thing, you have to have a very, very specific worldview that just doesn't really fly with our people. We're a little more free. We're a little more sharing, caring.
Why does your family own Grimshaw so much?
Oh. Well, you see, years ago there was this job that some of my people had gotten in with Grimshaw, and there was this job that, well, as they do sometimes, it goes south. It's a little bit of more criminality sometimes that we engaged in, but it was only because we had to feed the young ones. Either that, we started had to eating people's cats. You know how people feel about the cats. So we were doing this job, and it just didn't go our way, and he held us responsible for it, and put a huge debt on my family, on my tribe, on my people. And I remember hearing about it. It wasn't really that long ago. I was a lad, but I didn't know this was that Grimshaw when I met him. This was a total surprise to me.
Well, now
So
that
if I can do a
Dante,
little bit to help get that off their back, then my family's free and I get to explore the world.
well, now that Dante's gone, I don't mind helping.
Can I ask? Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Can I ask why you're not traveling with them anymore?
With my family,
Yeah.
well, I sort of got separated from them after something went wrong. A couple of years back, I was sort of like entertaining a crowd, and then the crowd got really angry with me. So they came and they sort of, like, I guess it's called mugging. I got mugged. They beat me up. They broke me veal. And then Cosmo stepped in, saved me life.
Hello.
That's why I met Cosmo. So why am I not with them? Well, it just they moved on, they fled, and it was me time anyway. I want to get out and see the world anyway. This was just a little fire that helped get that done for me, I suppose. That's one way to look at it.
So your people, you all grow up as a family, and then you, at some point, come of age and you go off and you make your own tribes. Is that how that works?
Many do, and sometimes we go back. Sometimes we return to our more traveling lifestyle ways. But then sometimes we settle somewhere, just like anyone else. It's just that there's not very many of us.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Oh yeah, I've got quite a lot. I've got Billy and Gracie and Tommy, Gina, Andy, William. Yeah, there's a lot. That was just the last I heard of. There's quite a few more.
Just another question. Is Vivi your real name, or is that a nickname?
Oh yeah. That's my real name. That's
All right. Just curious.
yeah. It's sort of when little Kieran pups are born, the parents don't just like make a commandment and then there's the name. They let the child flourish and discover who they are themselves, and eventually the name sort of just becomes the child, and that's really how it's done. Everybody gets to just be who they are, and then that creates the name. I showed an early aptitude for musical ability. I like to use the viol, and that sort of like became a thing. It's like viol. He's a little viol fox. He's a little Vivi. It's a little smaller version.
Very cute.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, Vivi, tell them how you met Princess.
Oh, I met Princess. Whoa, I was playing my viol, just having a grand old time, and like seeing and listening to the music of the universe, and I sort of like saw and heard some music, and I sort of just improvised along with it, and all of a sudden there was a little monkey picking my pocket. It just out of nowhere. It was just picking my pocket, and I thought, wow, what a great little skill you are. What a good little monkey. And he's just been with me ever since.
Yeah.
Yep. And as you look for Princess, she's picking your pocket right now. You catch her picking your pocket. Each of you, all at the same time.
Like hand, foot, and tail, just balancing on one foot.
Right.
That's awesome.
Oh, thank you for answering. That was very fun.
Oh, that's very, very kind of you to inquire.
All right. So, with that, you can all take a long rest,
Whee!
and we will move on to the next day. So now at this point, kind of going in the direction that you were going, you have two trails before you. You have one that goes straight west and one that goes northwest, kind of starting to go up the volcano a little bit, up the mountain. So you have the beginning of a mountain pass, or a more flat route. Which way do you take?
Artavan, which way do you
I mean-
think?
I myself am slightly curious of the mountain pass. If
We could get a
there's
pretty
any-
good view up there.
We could,
We should take the mountain pass.
knowing that.
Will
is
it
not
also
on
lead to
top of the
Drifton?
mountain. I'm curious if we might see any signs of, the settlement where the blacksmith lies, and perhaps some answers. Maybe it's closer than we think. We don't know exactly where it is. But I think the mountain pass might be more fun. It would be a little tedious for Butte the Brute. Brute the Butte.
Oh, he's strong.
But I think, I think it should be okay. But I mean, the flat route is technically, well, it has its own threats. But travel-wise, it's the safer route, as there's no elevation change. So, but I think mountain pass might be the most interesting.
Will it still lead to Drifton?
It should. Yes, it's heading in the right direction, heading straight for it. Unless it has some crazy turns that we
No,
can't.
there's
really...
no guarantee that the mountain pass on the way back goes that direction.
So it all kind of depends. I don't know if I've taken this particular pass before, but it is at least initially heading in the correct direction.
Safe to travel? I'd prefer to take a more safe path, but I will default
But think
to
of the view.
majority.
We will get a very good view up on the side of the mountain. That's true.
So
Very
typically
nice view.
from my experiences, they each have their own potential threats. When it comes to monsters, bandits, or anything like that, certain creatures prefer flatlands as it's easier and they don't have to worry about elevation, and some prefer the mountains. So it's kind of a pick your own poison in terms of risk. And I can pray about which one. I can pray to God about which ones are which if I need to.
Or if we could just go and see what happens.
So the more flat areas, at least on this part of the mountain, have more larger, brutish kind of beasts for the most part, and this isn't like a hard rule. This is more of a trend. And then the mountain pass has either ones that are more adept at flying or smaller, more agile kind of things that can move through. Because I will say the mountain pass does go up and then it kind of cuts through the mountain a little bit. So you would be walking through miniature gorges here and there.
Cool.
You're far enough away from the main part of the mountain that you shouldn't be running into any like wyverns or anything like that. Those are more near the peak.
Keyword
but
they shouldn't.
Say shouldn't.
As long as you don't roll a 1 on a D100.
But yeah, and it's basically the what you know is the mountain pass. The creatures there have to be more agile and able to climb and move adeptly through, where the and fit in smaller spaces, where the big open plains, the monsters can get bigger, more brutish, less agile, as you have seen within the acid fields.
Right. So he'd share that little tidbit of information, some little small examples, like there might be like snakes or something on the mountains, but big things in the flatlands. So whatever you consider to be a greater threat, we can avoid.
I just want to see the view.
Mountains it is. I mean, it's been pretty much a no-brainer this whole time. This whole discussion, she's just been directing them towards the mountain pass.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
They were halfway through already.
About mountain. About mountain.
Right, I guess to the mountain is where we will go.
It's a mountain.
Alrighty, so
Can I use while we're going, since none of us have traveled this, I don't think. I mean, Arvon maybe a little, but where we're going is pretty new. I want to have, Senya. I'm gonna have Senya fly ahead, and I'm gonna be sitting inside the cart, and I'll just have my vision through his eyes, and I'll have him be scouting in case anything's like hiding, like bandits or monsters,
Remind
or
me,
just
it's
anything
a
dangerous.
Yeah.
it's like a snow owl, or what kind of owl?
Yeah, it's a snowy owl. So he
Alright.
probably
Good thing you
stands out
remembered.
here. Well, unless there's ash here, then maybe he kind of blends in because maybe it's a little cloudy. But I don't know.
yeah, this area does get some ashfall.
Cool.
So, as you're going, first I need somebody. We'll have Cosmo do it. Roll a dice of your choice that is smaller than a d20.
Okay, I'll just go D12 then. 2.
A 2 on a d12. Let me check my chart.
Maybe we should go with a flat route.
So,
Right?
as you're making your way through this mountain pass, you end up in this You end up in this kind of mini gorge. It goes on for maybe like half a mile. It's a little wide though, probably about 50 feet wide. So it's decent size. And as you're kind of coming up on the crest of it, coming the other way, you see another carriage coming your direction. This carriage is it looks very well made, very fine. It has lanterns hanging on the front of it. It's got a bunch of crates and boxes tied to the back and the top of it. And on it, it just says, Goron's Emporium. And
We've got company.
and driving it, you see this kind of, you see a beast folk guiding it, a large hippo-like creature that you would know as a GIF that seems to be driving this axe-beat pulled cart.
Would any of our friends, like, would any of us
No.
have any bells to ring?
Yeah, would any of us
Or-
recognize this name?
No, you wouldn't. It's just a merchant cart.
Right.
Okay. Cosmo will do like the country wave, just the few fingers.
Hello
The white guy smiled.
Hello.
The white
Well,
guy.
I think wanting to see the view, I would be on top of the carriage for this part of the trip. I'm like, are you a shop?
Yes, sir.
Wait, Cosmo, stop.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any books?
Well, that I do.
Amelia's head pops
Ooh.
out. Yes.
Amelia, he has books.
Oh.
I'm bored of mine and I need some new ones.
Oh. I got a bit of everything. What kind of books you like?
Can I see your collection?
Yeah, and
Perhaps a coloring variety?
I like all of it.
And he
Let me
goes-
have it.
he goes, opens up, hops into his carriage for a bit, opens up a little crate, pulls out. You said coloring books. I got a couple right here, along with some colored pencils, and I got some nice fiction right here. Just some political intrigue fiction. I've got romance, popular romance novel right here, as well as I got managed to get this from a friend at the White Tower Academy. I got I actually have a book on anatomy of some of the more common people you can find here in Alabasta. Medical textbook.
Is that the second edition or is it the third edition?
Yeah, it's third edition.
It's mine. I want that one. I've only read the
I've,
2nd edition.
I've already read it. You can have it.
You know, that one's pretty rare. It's gonna run you about gold for that one.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I'll take it.
And then he hands
Uh-huh.
over this medical textbook.
I only have the
You-
first and second edition back home.
Do you have any books on alchemy? Or are these the only ones?
Currently, I don't have any inventory on alchemy books, but I'll keep my eye out. I usually I basically run the same route around the country, stopping in every town, just picking up what I find, trading it, selling it. So I'll keep my eye out for it in case I bump into you again.
All right. Well, I will take the political fiction and the romance book, please.
Of course, both those together are gonna run you about 4 silver.
All right. Yep, she'll pay it.
And the political book, the political fiction is called it's called Queen's Dagger. And then the romance novel is called The Wilted Bloom.
Darker Thriller.
And
The sequel.
Cosmo's just eyeing the colored pencils.
And so basically, yeah. And so that's what you get. And then I was just
So
like,
do
yeah.
you come through this pass often? This mountain pass?
Oh, occasionally, yeah. This is usually I'll swap it up each time and just I'll go around and I'll go through. Basically, just alternate each time I make this round. So sometimes when I go around, I'll stop at Camp Ruska. That's down the ways a bit. Little military training camp. Give them some supplies that, give them some supplies and some things that they can, buy to pass the time. I'll bring them books, snacks, or whatever.
Is this a sort of a normal, like, mercantile trade route?
I mean, sometimes.
Is this, and I guess this is a GM question, is this the trade route that we got the job posting for?
That's like over 100 miles north.
So we
That's
can still
way
hit
up
that.
there.
Yeah, that's
Way later.
That's way
Yeah.
that's way later.
All right. Cool. Go.
I mean, technically any route's a trade route if you want to trade on it. But
Have
I
you
mean,
run into any, challenges, threats, dangers on this route?
oh yeah,
Anything
all
that we
the
might wanna
time.
be aware of?
Yeah, all the time.
This is our
Luckily,
first
I
time,
got my trusty, black powder weapon that I use to fend off them critters that come out. I've seen my fair share of the monsters around here. Beware, there's some pretty darn scary. I mean, you're gonna think this is funny, but there's some pretty tough goats that actually make their home around these parts. They're big, and they have got horns like steel, and so yeah, they're very, very territorial. So just don't tick them off. You should be good.
It
That
probably
doesn't
tastes
sound-
good though.
Yes, that
Oh,
doesn't sound
yeah,
funny
yeah.
at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
they actually do taste pretty darn good actually.
Just leave those
Right.
thoughts to yourself when we pass by, Wayne.
All right, Cosmo, let's get some mutton for dinner.
Occasionally, if you're unlucky enough, you'll run into, occasional fire elemental that kind of seep up from the rock here and there. There's quite a bit of that, and then sometimes you can run into some ash wyverns here and there. Most of the time, I usually just hide, wait till it passes. None of them really roost down here, so if you see one down this far, usually means that they either lost some competition for some food and had to look a bit further for it. So if you see one out here this far, they are probably pretty darn hungry.
All right. Is there any sign of, civilization? I heard there is some settlement within the mountain itself. Are there any intelligent life settlements, anything like that? Checkpoints along this pass?
Yeah. There's certain little camps you can find with entrances, kind of all across the mountain. But the inside's a bit of a maze, so you'll only find explorers and whatnot. But But occasionally, there are guides that can go in. There is a town within the mountain. I have been there once before. I honestly I could not make heads or tails in there. Inside the mountain, until you get to the town, is incredibly dangerous. There are monsters of all sorts. It's a maze. You got, flowing lava just all over the place. It's a trap. But once you make it to the place, it's very, very secure. I wasn't able to go inside the town proper. However, there is a little settlement set up outside the gates that they have allowed to be there. And some people, choose. Some people have settled down there or choose to at least have a temporary place there while they work on some projects and whatnot. But
Thank you.
yeah, but for the most part, most of these camps are filled with spelunking enthusiasts, adventurers, people that are weirdly obsessed with rocks and whatnot, and things like that. And there also is quite a bit of mention of just some, lost treasures deep in the mountains. I haven't personally seen any, but I mean, this mountain's been here for, longer than anything on this world's been alive, basically. So, and with the cave system like that, I'm sure many of folk have used it as their hiding places from time to time. So, it's mostly unexplored. But
Well, thanks for the information. That is very good to know. I don't mean to take all of your shopping time, like gesturing to all of you. Like you can browse. I just wanted to ask those few questions. And thank you.
yeah, of course.
And yeah, he's gonna be like in thought on all that.
Yeah, what else do you have to sell?
Oh, I've got your basic necessities, camping supplies, things like, rope and I've got some, I do have some like non-perishable snacks, it's really fancy things. Got some imported corn from Hiroshima that they actually ground up and turned and baked and turned into these like crispy little things, and they've got like some salt and some seasoning on them, and they're pretty darn good. So I got a few bags of that.
I'll take a few bags of those.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, it's about I could probably just part with it for about 2 copper per bag.
I'll take 3.
My bag of chips was gone long ago.
So
having
he
more
hands
would be
you
nice.
he hands you a couple bags of salted corn chips.
Yay!
Yay, tortilla chips! Woo!
Woo.
Yeah.
Cosmo,
Yes.
did you want those colored pencils?
Oh, it's fine. I don't need some.
You could practice your artwork with it.
Maybe you
I
could.
mean,
Wait, don't you already
do-
have some colored pencils?
Yeah, I do. And she like shows them. They're almost gone.
They're
this
big. Have you baked anything? Did you bake anything last night left over?
My stuff is almost gone, but I did. Yes.
Maybe you can trade him a little bit. See if he'll take some almost nearly fresh baked goods for some pencils.
Ooh, do you like chocolate?
Oh, sorry. I was reading stuff, just like, oh yeah, I'm a fan.
Would you be interested in a little trade?
Oh, what do you have in mind?
A dozen chocolate muffins for those colored pencils.
Who might say no to chocolate muffins? You got yourself a deal.
Yay! Okay. She'll like get him and hand him to him.
And then as he takes a nice whiff of the chocolate. Oh, smells delicious. Oh, and my well-armored friend, I got one other thing. Usually you don't have to worry about loose things. is usually they stick to the caves. However, kind of like the wyverns, if they get hungry, they can leave. There is a... I have seen a few basilisks here and there. Just, if you do, don't look them in the eye. They can turn you to stone.
Ooh.
So just make sure you're not making direct eye contact with them. And then
I'll
I
just-
haven't seen anything yet, but I have found some evidence of some crude weaponry, discarded arrows and whatnot, killing some of them goats I was mentioning. So there could be something around here, could just be hunters, but, you know, always best to keep your eye out. But, I mean, that's, you know, this mountain pass, I mean, pretty much all the on the length all the way up to Spine Watch. So, I mean, that's for the whole length, honestly.
Very well. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Sorry, do we as a party have a map that we use to travel, or are we just kind of following?
I have a map.
All right.
Yeah, Wayne has
then
a map.
with that, okay, to Mr. Beastfolk Man.
Yeah, it's a GIF. Sees the
Just
hippo.
a GIF.
A GIF, yeah.
With the FF.
Yep.
Would you? I'm not sure if
Pronounced
you.
GIF.
No.
I'm not sure if you would remember exactly. You said you've traveled to that town within the mountain. If we were to give you our map, could you give us a general layout of where you traveled to get there?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the route. I don't know the exact route I took, and he'll look at the map, pull it out for him. But I do know it was inside the mountain, probably around this area.
So near the booty crack.
All right, thank
But on
you.
the inside.
Took. I do know I entered a cave. I entered through right about here, and it took me about 3-4 days. Kind of hard to keep track of time in there, but about 3-4 days through there. Definitely want to prepare.
Hold on. Hold on. I had something I wanted to buy. I didn't realize we were leaving so soon.
Oh, he's
We're not
leaving.
yet. We're not.
He's not.
We're not
Thank you.
leaving.
He's telling us how we got to the town within the mountain.
So
I misinterpreted that as people like leaving. My bad.
yeah. And so it's like took about 3-4 days. Just if you do go in, brace yourself because it's very hostile conditions in there. Near impossible to get like a good full night's sleep in there. And for player reference, that means while you're inside the mountain until you hit the town, you cannot long rest.
Ooh.
Risk.
Bunch of short
Exciting.
rests.
So yeah, just make sure you're stocked up on all the things you need. You know, any gear to get you out of any situation. You know, for me, I had to stock up quite a lot of ammunition. There's some real nasty buggers in there. So, you just
All right, thank you. Thank
an
you for
eye.
answering.
yours. And then, is that everything everybody wanted to buy? Does anybody need anything else? Oh,
You're
you're
muted.
muted.
Yeah, I'd like to buy a couple of bags of caltrops and ball bearings, please, and some hempen rope.
Oh, yeah. We can definitely do that for you. Let me.
That'd be good. Thank you.
This. So I can get you a bag of where is I'm just looking up the prices. I can get you a bag of ball bearings for about 1 gold for a full bag. Caltrops, I can get you a bag of 20 for about a gold. And then how much rope we talking?
Oh, 100 feet.
Alright, let me just see.
So is 20 caltrops a single bag of caltrops, or
Yeah, single bag.
that's how that works? Okay,
Yeah.
so
And
it's
then-
it's
sorry.
1 gold per bag either way.
Yep. And then it's a
Sorry,
gold. And then it's a gold per 50 feet of rope. I can't get you a full 100-foot length, but I can get you 2 50-foot sections.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, perfect. There you go. And that's
I'm
one
gonna go.
gold.
I'm gonna go 2 and 2. I'm gonna go 2 and 2. 2 bags of the different types, and then 50-50 rope.
So that's gonna.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's gonna be 6 gold in total.
All right, excellent. And VV pays up, and I give him a tip of 3.5 silver. So 3 silver, 5 copper. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's
You
very
guys have
generous.
never
of
seen
you.
VV like not try to like
Swindle.
lower the price. You've never seen VV like doing it. Just be like, yep, here we go.
Haggling.
So
Just wow.
I pay the man. I pay his prices, and then Princess picks his pockets.
All right, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh my goodness.
That is a 16.
A 16. His wisdom is actually his passive perception is actually higher than that.
Well,
And so with that, he's just like, oh, you little rascal.
Oh!
Get out
Think
there.
nothing of him. Think nothing of him. I cast calm emotions on him just to make sure he's chill.
It's a wisdom save.
I
Yep.
love that.
He does fail, but he's just like, you little rascal.
Never mind.
yeah,
She's
man.
just hungry. She's just. If you got any food,
I mean, yeah, your friend just
I'll take a few rations too, and then Princess will take one.
All right, and then he's gonna give you a couple rations for.
Sweet.
Actually, he's like, consider that little extra. You can just take that as my thanks. That gives you 2 rations.
2 rations. Okay. Oh, thanks. That was very generous. I tip him again. Another 2 silver.
Why, thank you.
Yeah. And like Princess is like skulking away, like eating some of the ration, but like angry about it.
That's awesome.
That's all. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, it has been a pleasure. So I hope to see you all in the future. Like I said, I just make this. I just go round, pretty much all the way around. I'll be stopping down in Ashwindell and then working my way up alongside the train tracks. So, if we meet again, I look forward to it.
Yeah.
And
Wayne is already inside. The door's still open, but you see him cross-legged on the seat, and he's got his anatomy book open with his bag of chips.
That's awesome.
Right,
Well, yeah.
moving on.
Thank you. Bye.
Of course. And with that, he rides off. In his carriage.
Cosmo continues on.
Yep. And that is the random encounter that you got.
Yay!
Wow. Whoa.
I've never been happier to roll a 2. That
That was a good one, yeah.
was awesome. We got a friend now.
Right.
Artaban's just gonna be staring at that volcano whenever he's not driving. I
Is
might
it you
use
and
swap every now and
Cosmo
again.
on the outside?
Mm-hmm.
At least, and the dragonfly, and if whoever's sitting on the back, I don't know.
Right.
There's at least the three of us.
I know at least for now, I would definitely be inside reading my book.
Yeah, Melly is inside. She just got 2 new books as well. Yep. Little bookworms.
Nerds.
Oh, wait. Did we get that man's name?
It was on the cart.
It was something Emporium.
Goron?
his name was Emporium.
It was Goron.
I-
Well, I thought it was Goron, like in Zelda, but I wasn't sure if that was right.
Yeah, that's pretty much right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
I should write that down.
Goron. Goron's Emporium, a traveling merchant.
List them under shopkeeps. Goron, is it Goram as an M or an N?
Yes. M.
Goram's Emporium. Traveling a merchant. Wait.
Awesome.
Go there. Do you want to try some of these chips? They're actually quite nice.
Oh, sure. I'll try
Are these-
some. Well,
Toasty things.
these toasty
They are
crisps.
chips. Yeah.
They're chips. You know they're chips. I had a bag of stale chips for the longest time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You've actually got them fresh.
If
That's
I read, Gavin, if I read just like, the back cover of the romance book, what is it generally about?
It is generally about so it's called Wilted Bloom, and it is generally about a woman who is a salty war veteran with a chip on her shoulder that falls madly in love with this and it's like super cheesy language and everything. This passionate painter who has never seen battle in his life.
So it's a Hallmark movie.
Yeah. And it ends
He's
with
going
just
to
like,
teach her the meaning of Christmas.
yeah, and it's like this super cheesy, and it uses just a lot of purple prose and everything, and it's like the weight, using language just like, can the weight of war combat the passion and intensity of love? And it's like so over the top. And it's
Flowery belong beyond belief. Oh man.
All right, she'll start reading that one, I suppose.
Well, I've read that one. Do you want to know how it ends?
No, you never give the ending or the middle or any part of it away until the person is finished.
and I will let
That's
you
awesome.
and Nikki, I will let you, if you ever want to bring up the book, I will let you improv whatever the crap you want with that information.
Oh, yeah, there we go. All right.
Be like Beauregard and start reading it aloud.
No, please don't.
Right. The main character's name is Ilitheo.
Oh, wow.
But as the day goes on, the rest of the day passes uneventfully. So, if anybody would like to do anything during the night, you can, or we can just move on to the next day.
There's actually something I want to do during the day while we're traveling.
All right, yeah.
So at some point, I would kind of like have my book down and kind of looking out the window. And then you said that there's like a little cab thing for the between the driver and us,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna open that and like pop out, but like I'm basically kneeling on the chair with my butt.
So-
It's kind of
So you're basically putting your face in between the butts of Artavan and Cosmo that are sitting
Yeah.
up front together.
exactly.
So they're
And my
ba-
butt
he's
is
basically at
currently
your hip.
waving in
I'm
Amelia's
not
face.
gonna apologize for what's going to happen.
She'll just use her like telekinesis to just like push you away every time you get too close.
Yeah.
And like we would hit bumps, and I would just kind of like hit you.
She's like, nope, nope.
Shield.
Hey, Cosmo.
Oh, hello, yes.
You just see. When do you think we'll go and visit your home?
About that, I don't have one.
I mean, what about the place that the demon was talking about, or the devil?
That's a difficult question. I will only go back to that place when I absolutely have to. Not a moment sooner. I do not wish to be there again. It's not a place of good memories. I kind of burned the whole thing down, you know, on my way out. It's not like I'm going to be welcomed back with open arms.
What was that man's name that the devil mentioned?
Oh,
I forgot.
Egargard.
Agorod. I'm sure Artavan could hit him. Kind of like how he
I'm
hit
sure.
Belton.
That would be nice and all, but the only one doing that to him will be me. It's my fight. He's mine to deal with.
Yeah, Artavan's kind of just sitting there quietly, like patiently, like doesn't want to like, encourage or push or anything, but he's very much like listening. One of his ears is definitely turned and like nodding.
I'm like, you guys on the back. I don't. Where's BB at this point?
I'm sitting and like watching y'all converse, and the statement that Cosmo said he's mine. Did I hear to kill? Or
To
no?
deal with. I said to deal with.
Okay.
But
it was
it's
quiet,
implied.
So I had to
It's
sort of fill it
implied.
in.
Yeah, it's implied.
So
Heavily.
Vinny's sort of sitting there in shock because he's not he's not sure what he just heard. He's
Mhm.
not, he doesn't know if Cosmo just like quietly like made an oath. I'm like, does that mean that you're a paladin now? Did you just make an oath of vengeance?
What?
Does that mean
No.
you're like he was?
No?
No? Didn't you just swear an oath of vengeance?
I mean, I guess technically, but I don't know if that's all it takes to become a paladin. I mean, I'm a barbarian.
Usually,
I have my own path right now.
How hard can it be, really? And
There are some external factors that play into it.
Yeah.
I do believe anybody can seek revenge if they desire it. You don't have to be a paladin.
And then a big bump, and I fall into
It just
Amelia.
Make a strength saving throw. She's gonna
Oh,
inevitably
boy.
shoves you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna just plug you
Yes.
like Pooh Bear.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely failed that.
So you're about to fall in.
Boom. And then I'm just gone for a sec, and then crawl back out. Yeah, so I just continue talking.
It's amazing.
The devil also mentioned, or I don't know if it was the devil who mentioned or if Belton mentioned, the one who sold him the iron golem was in Sanctuary. His name was Galric or something like that?
I don't think I've ever heard of Baltic.
So Cosmo, what you know about Sanctuary? You don't. Yeah, you haven't heard of this guy because like you said.
Okay,
you
I
were-
was worried for a second. Wait
no.
a minute.
No, but what you know of Sanctuary, the town, is it is the only town. It is the only town in Rascalia that is not under the control of a warlord. It is the only. Yeah, it is the only sanctioned neutral zone.
Yeah, it's the Nar of that region. Yeah.
And watching, watched over by somebody you don't know who or what they are, but just somebody that is referred to as the sheriff. That basically ensures that the peace is kept in Sanctuary and the surrounding area, and the warlords respect that and try not to intrude upon that even when they're at war with each other.
That's cool.
And so and you would know that the only person to in memorable history to defy that safe zone area is the Mountain Breaker.
Okay. Well, I don't know about this garlic fellow, but I do know about Sanctuary. My mother talked to me about it. It's kind of a neutral zone of Rascalia, like the Nars and like Berlin and things. It's just a neutral zone inside Rascalia where all the warlords have kept the peace except for one in history, basically. Yeah. I don't know what business he would have there or anything like that, but it would definitely be a safe spot for him.
And what town did you grow up in? What was the name of it?
I legitimately forgot what I named it.
You named it. Let me pull it up. Cause I let you name it.
Yeah.
It's
New Yak City.
it's let's see. It is. Come on, load please. It is called Interitus.
Yeah. Interitus.
Which, do any of you speak Celestial?
I do.
Wayne, you would know that is Celestial for annihilation.
Ooh. Do you know what that word means?
And for player and audience reference, in the world of Aurora, and the Celestial language is Latin.
I speak Latin.
Would I know what it means? Would my mom tell me?
Your mom probably would have told you. Oh,
Okay,
honestly,
yeah.
Egorod would have made a
Yeah,
big show of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I know what it means. And it's very fitting. Egorod named it himself.
It is kind of a cool name. You would
It's
kind of
a-
mumble quietly.
It's a testament to what he has done and what he plans to do. I don't know when. But...
Just a question above table. So I went through my notes. I'm not sure if I shared because there was when you guys were pretending to be a new shop owner potential when we went to
Yeah.
Belton Free Hollows. Amelia went in and she investigated his desk, and she saw like a caravan log of weapons being sent to a camp that was west of Sanctuary. Did she say anything about that to you guys?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
She didn't even mention that Egarod's name was dropped in the conversation that she heard.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
totally fine.
I do think then, because you guys were mentioning Sanctuary, so it would be recalled to her mind. She'd just be like, speaking of Sanctuary, we've never really had a good time for me to mention this. Till now, I suppose. But when we went to deal with Belton Freehollow in his tax collector shop, when I snuck in with the invisibility potion, on his desk there was a log of weapons that were being sent to a camp just west of Sanctuary. And it just had a list of items like axes and armor and swords, but also flesh golems and something called the Reaver. I just haven't had a chance to mention it.
The
But
Reaver.
Also,
that?
I it just said the Reaver. Unless, Gavin, that's something that we would know what it is, like a history check
You
or
would
something.
not. No.
Okay.
It could either be a thing or a title.
It was the Reaver, both first letter capitalization, so it's a title or
What was your
something
title
important.
again, Cosmo?
Oh, me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, the Paragon.
I think it's a title.
Did you know what it is, Ardavan, or just found it interesting?
Not specifically, no. Just any dealings with Belton and what he was actually up to is piques my interest.
Would that title be familiar to me?
No. This is a new thing.
Got it. Good. Okay.
And just to add a little bit of, a little bit of heartbreak to Vivi, there was a desk with a really big, hefty padlock on it. We just left that place and never got to search it.
Oh, and he melts. He's like, it's almost like he has no bones. He's just like, he does that thing where kids fall back in their chairs and go, oh.
He just ragdolls it.
I'm really sorry, but a lot was happening at the time, so I'll do my best to tell you next time I see something like that.
Do we have time? Maybe we can head back real quick and check it out.
Yeah, Amelia will chuckle. She thinks that. She really likes that. That was cute.
Oh, that's amazing. But yeah, whatever the Reaver is, or whomever they are, it just all sounds like it's involved with him.
I mean, it sounds kind of similar to what the Triad was doing. Gathering up troops to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm. He's not against hiring filth. So
Wayne, can I see the map really quick?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna look for Sanctuary, Gavin. Can you point it out?
So Sanctuary is not on this map. Let me go like this. Give me just 1 second.
I'll show you it all later. I am inside. We're having this kind of weird conversation.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
most
give
of
me-
you are
give me
outside.
Just 1 sec.
There's just a big dragonfly head up right above our heads, just watching us. It's creepy, like.
Honestly, I'm sure that's the dragonfly is literally keeping people away. It's like, oh, I don't even want to look. That thing's weird. I'm not gonna interact with them.
This is the.
It's the map. It's the map.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
You can see my map if you sing the song.
I'll only give it to you then.
Does a 14 hit the map?
Yes.
No. Nope.
There we go.
Yay!
No.
So just to the left of the Iron Root Pass.
Yep.
Pretty close.
The Iron Root Pass is where you
Oh.
fought that dwarf in episode 2.
And the gorillas.
Which
So
that's
we
where the
are
triad
actually-
came from.
Yep.
So just west of Sanctuary, that's where the one of our jobs is, right? That sort of general area.
To the east.
Where's? Wait, is the Iron Root Pass below us or is it above us?
You're down here.
It's above us. Yeah, it's above us.
Oh, all right. So it's it's a little bit further over. All right. Well, this is if we wish to investigate it, it seems kind of dangerous, but it's just right there.
I do eventually want to go to Riscalia. I'm curious to see how their political structure works, how the land looks, and the creatures. I've heard there's a great swamp down to the south.
The swamp is actually basically directly across the lake from you, like almost exactly west.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of interesting druids and things of that part.
I'd like to go to Harasa places first, at least.
What if we
Oh,
found
we-
your dad there?
Um. I'm. Let's just go to Griffin for now. Let's discuss that later.
Hey, Wayne.
Hmm?
Let me read you this chapter. It's very interesting. And she's gonna
Oh,
attempt to
okay.
distract you.
It works. You don't have to try hard.
And
Big sigh.
All right,
of
you
relief
gotta
at
you gotta roll a persuasion. Your DC is 1.
Yeah, I got like a 22.
You're good.
all right. So, on to the next day. Following along the mountain pass will take you right here. And then theoretically you'll stay on this spot for one more day as well as you go down the other side.
I'm still doing the morning charming of Hikamahappy.
Yep, pick 'em a hop.
I like him. He's my
Make him
boy.
happy.
Or my girl. I don't care. She's my queen.
All right.
You should go
So-
scout around, Vivi. Go with
I can do
Senya.
that. I could do a bit of scouting.
Yeah. I'll bring
Uh,
Senya with you.
Bring your bed along.
All right. Okay. So you're gonna scout ahead with Senya.
Yep.
All right. I need a perception check from Senya.
Okay, just a second.
And also while you're getting that perception check, I need to know what you're seeing. Let's do.
BB is also scouting ahead. They're
Yeah.
both doing it.
So Vivi, roll a dice of your choice smaller than a D20,
Oh boy.
and tell me what you got on what dice.
Right.
Senya got a 21, and I'm looking through his eyes, so I also see it.
I'm rolling a D8 for some reason because that's what I picked. It's a 2.
It's a 2.
Hey!
2 on a D8 right here.
2 is at the house.
Okay. So, as you guys are scouting ahead, you're probably keeping about maybe like half a mile or so on the half a mile or so on the rest of the carriage, rest of the group. And up ahead with perception checks that high, and you see you see this another small gorge that extends maybe 100 feet. Yeah, maybe about 100 feet. And at the end of that gorge, you see a cluster of creatures. And with perception check that high, Senya's able to swoop in pretty close to get a good look. You see these giant gray-furred goats with these big, rigid horns that curl around and that shine in the sunlight, as there is a herd of ebonhorn goats out of there.
How big are these compared to us?
They are medium-sized creatures. So they're probably about as big as a horse, I would say. So they're pretty big.
Wow.
So I'd like to see if, since I have a pretty fast mount, I'd like to see if there's like a route around the horde of goats.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
While he's doing that, Amelia, because she's had like a far off distance, but she's in the side of the wagon, she'll just be like, "Oh, we found the goats that Goron warned us about. It seems that Vivi's trying to see if there's another way around, I think."
21 on the check.
21.
Back on the
You
menu,
do
boys.
see a little bit before the gorge. You do see a cave opening a little bit before the gorge, and it looks like there's another cave opening a little ways down after the gorge.
So a cave, like going into the mountain, but
Into the mountain.
there's no. I wouldn't have any reason to believe that there's an exit point. It's just a cave.
Yeah, you see
Just a
one
hole.
opening before
Yeah.
the gorge, one opening after. Whether they're connected or not, you don't know.
You can't know. Okay.
However,
And
go ahead and do it. Do your
well,
thing
is
first.
I guess are these the only routes?
That the cart would be able to travel, yes.
Okay.
And as you're see that cave, you do see a shadowy figure on the other side of the herd kind of go, and it's really hard to tell because it's like you see the movement with that 21 perception. You see movement, but you can't quite make out a shape. It's almost as if it's blending in. Then you see this shape lash out at one of the goats, and the goat lets out this bleat of just terror and pain, and you see the herd turn and start to charge down the gorge.
So
Where we are?
down the gorge, meaning
Towards the
our
cart.
party.
And that's where we're gonna
I-
end it.
Oh.
Danger, danger, guys! I can see danger.
How dare you!
No.
This is emotional abuse.
Oh, I'm so down. These guys are good for blacksmiths. I'm gonna kill them all.
So you can take on the stampeding herd or whatever's in that cave. If anything.
Oh gosh. Well, this will be interesting to deal with the next time.
You
Oh, dear.
guys have no idea how many hours I spend just making these random encounter charts, because it's just like, oh, this
I
would be
like it.
this would be a fun scenario, and then I'll have backup ones to replace. It's like, It's like, oh yeah, this is the mountain goat encounter, but they're not where the mountain goats are. All right, replace it with something new. And it's one of my
Maybe
favorite
something like that,
pastimes.
too.
One of my favorite pastimes is just making those charts. That's why rather than roll a d6, I was like roll anything because I just have so many things. Which a good chunk of them are nothing happens, you know. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. And once again, thank you, Vampy Unicorn, for that Twitch subscription. Deeply, deeply appreciated. But yeah, so just keep an eye out. We will be working on some more projects, and also be sure to check out my personal Twitch channel, which is g.va. So the letter G_DOT_VA. Recently, I've been streaming a lot of Monster Hunter World. And then you can also check out Andrew's personal Twitch channel, which is Special Sauce. That's special_sauce with alternating upper and lowercase letters. Where
Extra special.
most recently on his channel been streaming things like Baldur's Gate. So yeah, keep an eye out for that stuff. We just kind of stream as we have time and things like that. And then yeah, and I will try my best to keep y'all viewers in the loop of how that side project is going and whether or not I had the time to make those Auroran Expounded while I have been working on the scripts for the bigger project. But yeah, that is going to be everything for us. Thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you all in the next episode. Thank you, and bye-bye.